Harlem rapper Azealia Banks is an attention whore of epic proportions. Most people, including her fans, do not even take most of what she says even remotely seriously. She, like Daylight, Kevin Gates, and a handful of other musicians, will do or say anything to get people to look at them, to stare, and to talk about them. But the following pictures she posted on Instagram are nothing more than pure insanity. She wasn't just joking for attention. This time around, she was letting us into her world, a world where the paranormal and the realm that we live in collide. Check out these photos and captions. First up is this picture right here, two human skulls. Now, I can't confirm whether or not they're actual real skulls, but I have reason to believe that they are. Anyway, they're a symbol of human sacrifice. She captioned the photo by saying, quote, "Sisters." I wonder if they were actually related. Anyway, in this photo, she posted her tarot cards. Now, this is how she tells fortunes and possibly communicates with the dead. She posted the following caption, quote, "Chilling in my panties with a mimosa, practicing my cards. The Baraja is still my favorite deck of cards." End quote. Now, for the record, I don't know whether or not I pronounced Baraja correctly. I don't think it's pronounced, like Brujaha or whatever. And I don't think that the J is pronounced like a J. Baraja. I'm pretty sure it's Baraja, but I'm not perfectly sure. So, excuse me if I'm incorrect in my pronunciation. Excuse me for being ignorant. Okay? Anyway, finally, this picture right here. This is a pendulum that she uses as a magical wand. She may also masturbate with it during her sex magic rituals, but I don't know. That's just speculation. Anyway, it's a large amethyst crystal with 7 smaller crystals running up the body, representing the chakras or spinning vortexes of light, which align up the invisible spiritual spinal column. Anyway, I have to make another video about the chakras and all that other crap. Anyway, she captioned the photo off by simply saying amethyst wand. And of course, now you might say, well, these are just pictures on Instagram. She's just in the weird shit. Dude, well, anybody who really knows me might say, well, don't you have shit like that too? What are you trying to say? That you're a Illuminati devil worshiper too? No, the Illuminati worship me. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. The point is, though, if you put all of that shit that she has together with that Billboard interview that she just did recently, where she said this right here, and for the record, this is a real quote from the interview, and the link is on my blog, so you can go read this shit for yourself. It's not really a lengthy interview, but it's long enough, if you know what I mean. But it's a good read. Anyway, here's a segment of the interview, and it said, and I quote, "At home, Banks is exploring a more centered, if still eccentric, way of life. She listens to the audiobook of Ralph Waldo Emerson's Self-Reliance constantly and wakes up every night at 3 a.m. to drink red wine and work on her latest passion project, a book that will tell, quote, the fable of Azealia Banks. She writes this and her raps standing up, taping paper to the wall, and pouring out words until an egg timer, which is set for an hour at a time, goes off. Quote, now here's what she had to say about this bizarre ritual, and I quote, "I drink, I smoke weed, I don't really bathe." She says of her work routine, quote, "I might go off and masturbate and talk to myself in the mirror for hours. It's a sort of psychosis. I work during witching hours, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., when the dead writers, the field writers, and the field musicians who are dead are roaming around." End quote. And for the record, she really said this, and you can go read it for yourself if you don't believe me. But here's the thing. So she converses with spirits too? Does she let them inside of her body? Oh boy, I might have to make a separate video about that particular segment of her interview. Actually, I might even just have to make a long video where I read the whole article and then I break down certain points. Whatever, I'll figure it out. Anyway, a lot of times when musicians say crazy shit, people just chalk it up to, oh, musicians are weird, or this person's just looking for attention and whatnot. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, sometimes when people say shit like this, you gotta really actually listen to them because they're being dead fucking serious. And you'll think that they're joking now, but then years down the road, you start to realize, oh shit. It's kind of like the guy who jokes a lot about, like, he talks about beating up women or something like that. And then like 5 years later, you find out he was really kicking his wife's ass. Or it could be even 20 years later. You know, this happens with a lot of people, not just celebrities, even people in your life. They'll say things and they know that people are not going to listen to them with both their ears. They're just going to turn their head, just listen with one ear and say, psh, you know, take what they said with a grain of salt. But she's really trying to tell us something here, for the record. Now, I would say that she needs Jesus, but seeing Caesar Borgia is a white man, she probably fuck him too. Then she'd masturbate anally with the cross he was crucified on. Lord Jesus knows that she loves her some white men. I'm just saying. Now, for record, that statement right there is not, may or may not be true. It's just speculation for legal reasons, because I'm not trying to get any trouble with this crazy bitch. Anyway, do you think that she's a satanic witch? Do you think Azealia Banks is a devil worshipping, blood drinking, succubus fucking demon? Am I reading too much into this? Does she like to fuck on a Ouija board? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channel. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Let me know your thoughts on this crazy SOB right here.